Alrighty, don't worry, there's no spoilers in this video. Don't worry, you're good. But just a reminder to everyone that the algorithm really likes to fuck with my videos and these videos get blocked and censored like crazy. So just remember that liking the video and subscribing goes a long way. But anyways, back to the video. Now before I get on to Superman, you may have heard that the Batman Part 2 has finally finished its script, and rumors suggest that the main baddie of that movie might be the Joker. Now I won't ramble too much about that since it's just a rumor, but I really hope we get to see villains like Dr. Freeze or Killer Croc, since we haven't really gotten a movie about them in some time. But now there's been tons and tons of Superman controversy lately, from biased reviews into obviously the Zack Snyder fandom. It has been getting so bad that fucking James Gunn and Zack Snyder made a Rick and Morty episode where they were parodying themselves and their stupid ass fan base. Now I said this for years and years, but the comic book fan base is simultaneously the most toxic and most loving fan base of all time. For one, the fact that there's still people out there defending and loving Zack Snyder and who think the Snyderverse is ever coming back is both fascinating and worrying at the same time. Of all people to wish to bring back, people still to this day think that the Snyderverse should come back. This even led to Snyder fans trying to boycott the fucking Superman movie, with one post reading, "For the sake of DC and humanity, we have to boycott the Superman movie. This is a fight against evil and greed and about restoration of Zack Snyder as the leader of DC. We fought together and Snyder Cut became a reality. Now we just need to fight DCU and restore the Snyderverse." And even James Gunn responded to all this shit and said, "Nah, we'll be fine." Now review bombs is nothing new, especially in the comic book fan base, but what really strikes me is how people still to this day think that the Snyder Cut is some sort of masterpiece. You guys already got a 4-hour re-released movie. I mean, what more could you even ask for? Now I've said this many times before, but there are 3 things on this planet that I'm glad I never got into, and that's Star Wars, Harry Potter, and the Snyder movies. And I'm not just talking about the Snyderverse movies, I'm just talking about all of them. Even if Superman were to somehow tank, which it could be possible, is it likely? No. I mean, James Gunn has been making bangers and bangers of superhero properties, and none of them have failed thus far. But if it were to fail, the studio sure as shit is not bringing back Zack Snyder or Henry Cavill. We're just not gonna see another Superman movie or TV show or even a fucking cameo for like 20 years if this movie bombs, because a lot is riding on this. With every release of the Superman movie, there's just so much life and optimism present that it really makes you realize just how bad Snyder did these heroes. So I really hope, for the sake of the DC universe and the DC fandom, that this movie fucking succeeds, because I would really love to see James Gunn's take on Superman and the James Gunn universe pan out, because I could go the rest of my fucking life without ever seeing those dog shit ass movies with a rabid ass fan base. And Snyder fans are going as far as fucking attacking anyone who liked this movie like they were reviewing the Nintendo Switch 2. And I still think that if you like the Nintendo Switch 2, then, you know, there's surely reasons to like it. I can't think of one, but I'm sure there's some out there. I mean, Nintendo put out worse consoles before, but we're not gonna talk about that. Now, I haven't seen the movie, I don't know if the movie is good, but there's always going to be people who like it and people who don't like it. But attacking people who said they liked it and saying that they're being biased or paid off is fucking crazy, especially considering how so many people have loved James Gunn properties in the past. I mean, where was this energy when the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy movies were coming out, or when the Suicide Squad was coming out? I mean, people have been shitting on this movie so much, and most of them haven't even fucking watched it. And this is all stemming from a fan base about a guy who doesn't even make superhero movies anymore. I've heard the Snyder fandom being referred to as the Snyder cult very often, and I think that name suits them pretty well. It's really not that big of a deal that a new director has a different take on a superhero. I mean, the Batman Part 1 is very different from the Dark Knight and Ben Affleck shit, but people still love those movies. And I know that there's still Snyder fans out there begging for the Batman Part 2 to come out. I know you are. You just don't want to admit it. And anyways, the next video I make about Superman will be reviewing Superman. I'll give y'all a spoiler-free and spoiler review, and to be honest, I haven't been this excited for a superhero movie in a long time. But I'll see you guys on Friday, and by the way, I also stream every now and then on YouTube and Twitch. The links are down below. Definitely go ahead and check out those live streams, because if you like these videos, you'll sure as hell like those streams. And anyways, a word to the wise, please stop thinking the Snyderverse is ever going to come back. Just for once in your life, grow some sanity. And anyways, have a good one. I'll see you next time.